when the scenes come back around and hopefully the coronavirus is cured.
Right. Yes.
For good. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think people are going to go crazy? Drugs, alcohol, sex?
I think for a little while. It's the roaring 20s, a party.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then I think people, here's the problem with that. Nobody has any money. The problem is the economy, right?
Oh.
So like, that's the real issue.
He didn't know that.
Well, it's
no one
he's
has
sitting on a
any
bag.
money.
Well, a lot of people, it's tough, right? If you look at the unemployment numbers, the rise in poverty,
sure.
it's tough.
Of course.
So like, I think young people in their 20s and stuff, they're going to go out. But are you like, if people in their late 20s, 30s with kids and stuff, they're just looking to work so they can live. So yeah, there's going to be like a party for a little bit, but I think there's also got to be like, let's figure out how do we function as a country where a lot of people aren't working or a lot of people are not making the money they're used to making.
Do you think there's going to be a post-pandemic baby boom?
There could be.
Like a round two of boomers?
I thought that's happening during the pandemic.
I thought so too, but I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
So many people, but I think so many people now are so I think people want to, after this pandemic, people want to like do a lot. Like, I don't think they're going to jump into having kids.
Hell no.
I think they're going to go and do stuff they want to do. I think they're going to travel. Like, the main thing I want to do is travel.
Right?
So like, when this pandemic's up, I want to schedule shows all over the world and I want to go. So I think that a lot of people are feeling like that. They're like, hey man, the last thing I want to do is like have a kid right now and sit in a house for 18 months.
More travel, less babies.
More travel. I think that's more sex tourism, less babies.
What about medical tourism?
What to get like an operation?
I'm
Sure.
gonna have.
I hope.
I'm gonna have hair put on my head.
I mean,
in
you
Turkey.
could. In Turkey.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when this thing ends, everything that we felt during this, which has been the craziest time of my life, I think, we're gonna keep a lot of that. We're gonna keep the world will never go back to the way it was.
Crazy.
Never go back to the way it was. This has changed all of us forever.
Someone asked me how long I think people will be wearing masks for.
Forever.
I said 5 years.
5 years, yeah. I mean, society's changed forever.
They scoffed at me.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They couldn't believe it.
You're right. Society's changed forever. There's people that will never go back to an office again and will work from home forever.
Wow.
There's people that will never live in a city again, that will live in the suburbs now forever. There are people that will never go to crowded places again and just feel uncomfortable. Like, there are people that just, it's your own level. Because I don't think coronavirus is going to go away. So I think it's just going to be with us, and there'll be better treatments and maybe
Less
vaccines
cases,
and better
well,
testing.
yeah.
But I think it's one of those things where this has permanently changed a lot of, like 9/11 did, where it's like we had a shield of invincibility before 9/11 where we were like, we can't be touched. And then after 9/11, you remember, you never quite felt exactly how you felt pre 9/11. Yep. You always go to an airplane, you always take your shoes off. Always on an airplane now, for a lot of us, there's just this weird little thought that never existed pre 9/11. We're like, something could go wrong.
Yep.
And that never, so I think with this too, every now and then, like, you'll be sitting somewhere 2 years from now and someone will go, and you'll go, it's like a horror movie. You'll be like, you'll just run to Target and get toilet paper. You'll be like, are we going again? Round 3? I start another podcast? Like, you don't know.
It's wild.
It's really wild.
I'll be watching movies and there'll be gatherings, outside of a club, wherever the scene. And I have a visceral reaction.
Yeah.
Wow. Remember those days? People used to pack together like sardines in a can inside the club, in lines. They used to wait in lines, in groups.
I'm a New York guy, so I remember when we used to cram on a subway to the point where I would feel like a hand touching me, and it would be like some woman holding a baby, and the baby's like just playing with my face. I would turn around and I would be like, hey man, like, that was New York, and I lived there for years. And it's sad because, like, I don't know the next time I'm going to feel comfortable doing that.
Touching a baby's face?
Yeah, I don't want to get beaten up by a Puerto Rican toddler anymore.